Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Citi Prime News. The news is live from our studio at Adabraka in Accra. My name is Zoe Abubeidu Ado. Coming up, as pressure mounts on NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to name his running mate, with the Ashanti appearing to be the region of choice, Domahene Nana Ajimambedu I wades into the contest, asking for the running mate to be from the Bono regions or lose their support.
Yewra Vice Pacho Ignatius Bafuwa also the Oyo candidate.
Also coming up, political parties welcome proposal by the Ghana Integrity Initiative proposing legislation aimed at checking some malpractices during elections. Still to come, family of teenager shot at Dambai after youth prevented police from carrying out an operation in the area demand answers from the police.
Haven't yet hear what they are to do. But for us, we are not going to accept. Father also is on coma as we are seen in the hospital because of the incident.
And later, would highlight the devastation caused to some public, basic and senior high schools within the Anglo constituency after a heavy rainfall.
We appeal to Ministry of Education because when these things happen, our school are on vacation, but now they are in school. Because the headmasters are calling me and the education director, as they are in school now, they need a place for our pupils to have a lesson.
This bulletin is also live across our partner stations. In the Western region, we're on Premier 100.5 FM in Takoradi and Beach 105.5 FM in Takoradi. Bono region, we are in the Greener FM 95.9 FM in Sunyani. Ashanti region, Orange FM 107.9 in Kumasi. You can hear us in the Volta region on Global 105.1 FM in Ho and Adanu 107.7 FM in Adaklawaya. In the Northern region, we're on Diamond 93.7 FM in Tamale, Westlink 88.1 FM Low-Rise in the Upper West region. In the Upper East, Source 100.1 FM in Boko, and in the Northeast region, we're on Scarp 101.3 FM in Nangpanduri. Across the globe, we're on citinewsroom.com.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
We're grateful for your time this afternoon. Now the prayer. Osajefo Osiadeyo Ajimambedu II has called on the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to select an indigene from the Bono region as his running mate. Osiadeyo Ajimambedu II made this appeal when the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, paid a courtesy call on the Bono Regional House of Chiefs in Sunyani.
Bono region Baba Sefata.
I realize that you are in the process of choosing your running mate. It's about time a region comes from Bono. Most of the regions have political heads. If we are not careful and it so happens that the running mate comes from one particular region, that region will vote for you, but the rest of the regions will vote against you. As a chief in the Bono region, I will tell you we also deserve the best. I am saying that we also deserve good things to come to our region. I will also make sure we get the best. You have persons like Ignatius Bafuwa, who you went to school with, and a host of others. You can consider him as a running mate. All I am saying is that when you decide to pick a running mate, Bono region and Bono East, we also have an interest in it.
You heard the Omanhene of the Doma traditional area, Osajefo Osiadeyo Ajimambedu II. Away from that, the family of a 19-year-old boy who was allegedly shot dead on Sunday, May 5, at Dambai Lakeside in the Oti region is seeking answers from the police. According to information obtained by Citi News, the police encountered resistance from the youth during a swoop to arrest some people, leading to the firing of a warning shot that struck the deceased, Kokuse Bakpanduri, a relative of the deceased, Joseph Nakoja, informed Citi News that the father of the deceased has been hospitalized after he fell in a coma following the news.
They were suspecting that there are some armed cases somewhere. So they came and attacked and arrested most of the people there. So the guy was inside the toilet, and then he also heard the hula barrel and then was running, and then they shot him. So according to the sources, he wasn't the suspect. So now they signed the decree without our notice. It was only today that we are here to speak. As I'm speaking with you, I am at the police station now speaking. So we haven't yet heard what they are to do. But for us, we are not going to accept. Saying the incident occurred was in the evening, 8:20 p.m. at the lakeside there. So the father too also is on coma as we have seen him in the hospital. Because of the incident, since he heard that the son is at the Accra, before he heard that it was the son, he said no, it wasn't his son. His son is at Accra. He hasn't yet come back. So since the incident occurred, the father have never set the eye on him before he heard the incident occurred. So now we haven't yet heard any results from them.
Joseph Nakoja is a relative to a 19-year-old who was allegedly shot dead at Dambai in the Oti region. The University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG branch at the University of Environment and Sustainable Development says it is awaiting a response from the Attorney General regarding its intention to take legal action against the Ministry of Education. Earlier, the UTAG branch at the university rescinded its decision to continue its indefinite strike over its online teaching support allowance, explaining that it was based on humanitarian grounds. Meanwhile, in a bid to ensure the association's demands are met, the National Labour Commission initiated the legal action against the Ministry of Education for failing to address the concern. In an interview with Citi News, the Vice President of the UTAG branch of the university, Dr. Andrew Manoba Limanto, says payment for the online teaching support allowance has not been made.
We suspended the strike quite long ago, and that was because we received notice from National Labour Commission that they were going to act on it. And since then, the National Labour Commission has written to Attorney General. Their understanding of that is that before they take a case to court, which they actually intended to do, they need to inform the Attorney General that this is what they want to do. They want to take this case to court. So they did that. But the response is what we are still following up to find out whether Attorney General has written back or replied their letter. No payment has been done. No payment has been done. But for now, we are now looking up to National Labour Commission to send the employer to court. But we are following up to find out whether National Labour Commission has received actually the response from Attorney General. But the worst is that we are likely to be in court, and we hope that if it's in court, we win the case because we have the case.
Dr. Andrew Limanto is the Vice President of the University Teachers Association of Ghana branch at the University of Environment and Sustainable Development. The governing New Patriotic Party has welcomed the proposal by the Ghana Integrity Initiative, GII, to propose legislation aimed at checking some malpractices during elections. The GII at the ongoing 14th Commonwealth Conference for Heads of Anti-Corruption Agencies in Africa says it intends to push a legislation aimed at regulating political campaign financing, citing concerns of surge in vote buying. Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed, in an interview with Citi News says the NPP will fully support the policy when implemented.
It's a very good proposal. Political parties funding has always been a major concern for actors in that industry, and we continue to make statements as to how political parties are funded, how they are audited, and how they are able to follow the Electoral Commission's format of reporting in terms of financial statements and what have you. So many have raised fingers towards the political parties when they are in opposition and when they are in government in terms of how they exhibit on government resources and what have you. So they are not able to differentiate between political parties' resources and government resources. So if there is going to be a clear way for funding of political parties, that can be proposed and all is accepted. I think it's a very good concern. However, for me, in my own opinion, I think that the better way to fund political parties is to allow them and amend the Political Parties Act in Ghana to allow political parties to do business.
Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Haruna Mohammed. The opposition National Democratic Congress, however, says although they believe the call is timely, anti-graft bodies must be properly tooled tooled to deal with the issues of corruption-related offences during elections. Malik Basintale is Deputy National Communications Officer of the NDC.
As a political party, whatever will sanitize our political dispensation, whatever will sanitize our political corridors, to ensure that people are well focused on policy and are well focused on the vision and mission statements of all candidates, will be something that we will accept as a political party. However, we need to also put money laundering and anti-corruption institutions on their feet. It's getting to a point where not only delegates are being bribed, but even electoral commission officers. The recent election in Nigeria, we saw a whole MP, giving money out to an electoral commission officer. What has been done? He was arrested. How have the investigations gone about? And many other investigations. The time passed, the former NPP chairman, promised one constituency, one van. He was under investigation. What happened to that particular investigation? And so, in as much as we desire to cap the monetization of our politics in this country, we must also put effort to ensure strict investigation.
Malik Basintale is Deputy National Communications Officer of the NDC. Let's take you to the Ashanti region now, where assembly members from various metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies are challenging a recent directive from the local government ministry. The directive issued by the ministry's chief director requires MMDAs to pay end-of-service benefits to former assembly members who served in the last 4 years. The ministry cited Section 11, Subsection 2 of the Local Government Act 936 of 2016 as the basis for this directive. At a press conference in Kumasi, the convener of the group, Isaac Amoah, argued that the directive is unlawful.
We are surprised to have received a directive by the local government minister through the chief director. The honorable members who served in the last 4 years, end of service benefits or gratuity should be paid according to the directives. We are saddened by the fact that the ministry quoted Section 11 subsection 2 to buttress his argument. But the same section deviates from the directives on payment of emolument of presiding member and that of assembly members. The sixth section mandates various assemblies to pay the presiding member and the assembly members end of service benefits through the internally generated fund, without recourse to any directives from the ministry or from any other person, but from our own resources.
You heard there Isaac Amoah, who is the convener of some assembly members in the Ashanti region. Now, waste management company Zoom Lion Ghana Limited has blamed poor public attitude for the ineffective waste management. Speaking on the City Breakfast Show, the Corporate Affairs and Communications Officer at Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, Sophia Joji, said despite recruiting more personnel to conduct cleanup operations, the challenges persist. She called for more involvement by law enforcement agencies to aid their operations.
Attitudes, behaviors, and enforcement from the part of law enforcement agencies has made our work very frustrating sometimes. And I'm happy to say that even though we are the biggest, we are not the only people. So there are other waste management institutions around us, and they will all tell you that these are the things that is happening. But there is so much we are doing. Bernard, I can tell you that today, we are not just collecting waste. And as we used to collect back in the days and send it to the landfills, that now we have only one dumping site in Accra. But we have built transfer stations across the places where we have Malam, Pantai, Ashaman, Achimota, and Teshi, where Aboboyas and our trucks are going to dump so that we don't litter the streets as they used to do. Today, we have built treatment plants across the nation. We are trying to move waste management from just collection to sustainable waste solution provision. So it is sad that people will not appreciate this and also put in their effort.
She also highlighted the negative effect of the high cost of fuel on their operations.
People are complaining. The last time your issue was about people who are saying that waste has not been picked from their homes and all that. Let me tell you, Bernard, some of them, there are genuine situations where maybe the track is broken down. Don't forget that from the past year till now, fuel prices have, gone up and operational cost has gone up. So sometimes the trucks break down and take a bit of time to repair and all that. But there's situations also where people have refused to pay.
You heard the Corporate Affairs and Communications Officer at Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, Sophia Kujoji. You're still listening to Citi Prime News. My name is Zoe Abubedu Ado. Still to come, commuters using the Oti River to Dambai in the northern part of the country stranded as the only ferry in service breaks down. We'll bring you the details of this and others. Please stay with us.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on channel 363. On GoTV, we're on channel 117, and on HD+, get us on channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search, but take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Citi TV. Citi TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and HD+ boxes. Citi TV, it's your world.
Wherever you day, my mama, I just want to say thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year, Mother's Day. Celebrate that special woman in your life with a delicious and heartfelt Mother's Day dinner. Treat her to delicious meals prepared with love and care, just like from her kitchen. Let Mama sip on handcrafted cocktails. Let's all join Mama dance the evening away with great live band music from Inchin Band in a warm and welcoming atmosphere at the Citi TV Mother's Day dinner. It's our turn to show appreciation and gratitude for all her sacrifices with a beautiful dinner. Date, Sunday 12th May 2024. Venue, inside the Alisa Hotel Pavilion, Northridge, Accra. Time, 4 p.m. Rate, 450 Ghana cedis. Don't miss this opportunity to show your mother how much she means to you. To reserve your table now for the Citi TV Mother's Day dinner, call 0205 973 973. The Citi TV Mother's Day dinner is powered by Citi TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM. And it's proudly sponsored by GTP, Dano Milk, Verve Duvernay, and Long Mountain.
Mama, God bless you, mama. God bless you.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News. Now, the president of Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs, Nana Ansan Eduban, has endorsed NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for election 2024. Nana Ansan Eduban, who is also the paramount chief of the Yamfo traditional area, made the endorsement during an interactive session with the NPP flag bearer as part of his campaign tour of the Ahafo region. Nana Eduban also urged his subjects to vote massively for the NPP candidate.
Our brother, our son, our nephew, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has our support here in Ahafo. He is a man of peace. Let us go out and vote for him massively. That is all we want, and there's nothing anyone can do to change my mind.
You heard President of the Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs, Nana Ansan Eduban, endorsing NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Let's still stay with him because he has indicated that his government will streamline the activities of small-scale miners in the country to help protect the environment. The Vice President and flag bearer disclosed this at the third annual transformational dialogue on small-scale mining organized by the University of Energy and Natural Resources in Sunyani.
So we want to formalize, as I said, the small-scale mining sector, provide licenses. And once you are able to formalize and they operate according to their licenses, then the era of seizure and burning of excavators will no longer pertain and it will be history. We will also register all small-scale miners under the Ghana Small-Scale Miners Association. Every minor will be registered with their Ghana card so that we have unique identification of all minors. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the overarching objectives of all these policies are to usher Ghana into a golden age for the maximization of the benefits from our natural resources, like gold, lithium, bauxite, and so on, through value addition.
Dr. Baumia also disclosed that an equipment pool will be established to support small-scale miners to enable them maximize their production. Neighbouring centres is a worry. In an interview with City News, the constituency chairman of the NPP, Bismarck Boateng, emphasised the importance of addressing these concerns to ensure a smoother electoral experience for all parties involved.
Per the constitution, every municipality should have an EC office. But unfortunately, our centre, we don't have an EC office. And it's affecting us financially because we have to transport those who are 18 years and those who couldn't register but 18 or above to the EC office. If not us as a party, even individuals, we have to spend money to go there. And the unfortunate thing is, when the EC started the registration process, 3 days ago, they had challenges. The whole of the day, we were able to register 36. Yesterday, there was a major challenge. They started working up to 11 a.m. Their machines couldn't work again. So yesterday, for instance, all the children who went there, they had to go back to their various homes. And that affected them, and it affected the stakeholders in the process. We made a complaint, both NPP and NBC, to the EC district director. But yes, nothing has been done about it, and it's worrisome, because every day you have to transport people to EC office.
Bismarck Boateng is the Ayawaso Central Constituency Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. A recent downpour in the Anglo constituency of the Volta region has wreaked havoc to several senior high schools and basic schools. The roofs and structures in senior high schools and the basic schools were ripped off by the storm, leaving students and non-teaching staff exposed to harsh weather conditions. This unfortunate situation has significantly disrupted academic activities in the affected schools, with management appealing for government support. There is more in the flowing report.
With the onset of the rains, public senior high schools and basic schools in the Anglo constituency have been hard hit by rainstorm, ripping off the roofings of classrooms, dining halls, dormitories, among other structures. The situation is severely having a toll on academic activities. During a visit to the schools, heads of some of the affected institutions made appeals for government intervention to address the present issue.
Currently, we have a windy rainstorm that has caused a lot of devastation to the structures I have in the school. Currently, my ICT lab, physics lab, agric, visual art, assembly shed, and other buildings have been ripped off. The most serious one is my kitchen. The kitchen and the temporary dining hall built for the school since 2012. For the fact that the actual dining hall being built for us since 2012 has not been completed. And when we had a rainstorm, the kitchen and the dining hall have been totally destroyed. As you speak, my kitchen staff cook under the vagaries of the weather. Sunshine, rainfall, dew, all of them. And it has become a challenge for me.
You can see that a look of things, you can see that our roof is even off. The roof, we had this problem last 2 weeks when the school was hit by a rainstorm and part of the roof was ripped off by the rainstorm. So as we speak now, students are just in there. If the rain should start now, I don't know what will happen.
From roofing sheets down to furniture, everything, we need almost everything. When it comes to girls' hostel right now, we have new hostel, but we don't have washrooms. Right now, about 800 plus girls, boarders, are suffering from one pit. Because of this, some of our girls had to go out just to ease themselves. We are really suffering.
Seth Nyomebu, the municipal chief executive for the Angloga District Assembly, emphasized the severity of the damage and stressed the necessity for intervention from the Ministry of Education to address the situation effectively.
It's not easy. I didn't see that thing in my life before, especially our public schools. When you go to Futa School, it's a one of the new secondary school in my district here. At the end, the roof of all their building where they are having class is not there. And when you go to Anglon Secondary School also, the same thing. And other public schools, especially if we go to Koji, Alakple, Angloga Isef, Agove, Aklo, all the roofs of the school building are ripped off. And at the end, the damage is so huge that assembly alone cannot afford it. So that's why we are appealing to the philanthropists to come to our aid if they can support us with roofing, sheets, and anything they have to support us with. But we are appealing to the Ministry of Education because when these things happen, our school are on vacation, but now they are in school. Because the headmasters are calling me and the education director, as they are in school now, they need a place for our pupils to have a lesson. So we started our assembly to do something, and we are doing our best. But the impact is so great that assembly alone cannot afford this.
The Member of Parliament for Anglo, Richard Kwame Sefe, pledged efforts to initiate parliamentary procedures aimed at garnering support from the Education Minister to aid the affected schools.
I'm thinking as soon as I get to if we are recalled to Parliament, I think I have to pose an urgent question, especially with the Anglo Senior High School issue, because that one is virtually finished. So what is holding the contractor to finish up? I think the minister will be in position to help me out so that the whole populace of the country will be aware, and we will support the good cause for the school to run to its fullest degree.
With numerous public schools having their roofings exposed in the Anglo constituency as a result of heavy rains, the collective efforts of local authorities, the government, as well as benevolent organizations are crucial in providing timely assistance to the affected schools in order to ensure that academic activities return to normalcy. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Ni Ayukwe Okain.
Now, commuters crossing the Oti River from Dambai to the northern part of the country are stranded at the banks of the river as the only ferry in service got broken down some days ago. Some passengers and drivers who spoke to Citi News say the breakdown of the ferry has really